everyone, welcome to my channel Data Universe. Here you will find practical SQL tutorials, tips on mastering SQL for data analytics. Let's start and grow together. Calculate year over year growth in revenue. Here is the sales table which contains item types, order date, and total revenue columns. Year over year growth in revenue is a critical metric for businesses, investors, and analysts because it provides a clear picture of performance trends over time. Year over year growth highlights whether a company revenue is consistently increasing, decreasing, or stagnant over successive years. We will solve this problem step by step. First, we will calculate total revenue for each year using sum and group by function. Then, we will calculate previous year revenue by using lag window function. Next, we will use year over year growth percentage formula, that is current year revenue minus previous year revenue divided by previous year revenue. So let's solve this problem step by step in the practical. This is sales table which has item times, order date, and total revenue. Total we have 10 records in this table. I have created PDF of this practical. The link you will get in the description which you can refer and practice. Let's start. First we will calculate total revenue for each year. For that we need to get year from order date. To get that we will use extract function. Then we will use sum aggregate function and group by to get total revenue for each year. So the statement is select extract year from order date as years, sum of total revenue as current year revenue from cells group by years, order by years. Let's execute this statement. In this way we got total revenue for each year. Next, we need to calculate previous year revenue. For that, we will use lag window function. Whenever we want to retrieve the value of a column from previous row, we will use lag function. And when we want to retrieve the value of a column from next row, then we will use lead function. Here we want to get previous year cell. For that, we will use lag function. The syntax of lag window function is expression offset default over partition by column name, order by column name. Here the expression is the column or a value to retrieve from a previous row, and offset specifies how many rows before the current one to look. Default value is 1, that is immediately preceding rows, and optional is specifies a value to return if there is no preceding rows. Default value is null, and over clause specifies the window of rows to consider. Partition by divides the data into partition for independent calculation, which is optional, and order by determines the order of rows in the window. Let's see how we can use these lag functions to get previous year revenue. To simplify query and to make it more readable, we will use CTE, that is common table expression. We will put above query in CTE and we will call CTE with lag function. With clause is used. Here we have to specify CTE name, and I have given above query inside this CTE. Next we will use lag window function as we want to get previous row from current year revenue column and we want offset of 1. Therefore, lag current year revenue, comma 1 over order by years as previous year revenue from CTE. Let's execute this statement. Now you can see lag function fetches the previous row. 2021 there is no previous year, therefore the value is null. For 2022 previous year's revenue is 9,000. For 2023 previous year revenue is 10,000, and for 2024 previous year revenue is 8,000. If you want to replace this default value null into 0, we have to mention third parameter 0 here. Let's execute this statement again. It replace null with 0. Now we got current year revenue and previous year revenue. Next we will use year over year formula to get the final result. To simplify query, we will put previous year revenue in another CTE. CTE will have current year revenue, whereas CTE1 will have previous year revenue. In the main statement, we will call CTE1. Then we will use year over year formula, that is current year revenue minus previous year revenue divided by previous year revenue. This will give year over year growth. As we want this in percentage, we will multiply this with 100. Let's execute this statement. Here we got year over year growth percentage. To make this result up to 2 decimal, we will use round function. And we want 2 decimal, therefore 2. Execute this statement again. In this way, year over year growth for year 2022 is increased by 11.11%, and for the year 2023 it is decreased by 20%, and for the year 2024 it is increased by 62.5%. Your likes in this video motivates me to create more valuable content. Please subscribe the channel, like the video and press bell notification to learn more SQL concepts.